Good morning, how you doing? It's another episode of Forward Fridays. It's your coach, Savant. I'm the CEO of Forward Incorporated. We are an amazing software development company that's on a mission to teach as many people we can about financial literacy to help them create an emergency fund and retirement in these economic dire times where it's very important for you to put your finances first. This is, good morning, how you doing? This is Playbook for Wealth Part 2. Part 1, we talked about avoiding people that are irresponsible when it comes to their finances. Number 2, we need you to avoid money managers. As you can see in these times, everybody is an expert right now. Everybody's an expert. But we want you to know that there are free resources that you can go where you're not wasting your money on learning how to build your wealth. You know, right now, I'm out busy coding, working on the website. But make sure that's a free resource for you guys. FRWDinc.com. I don't remember a time when I was at 18 X-ray training to be SF, and there was this guy that said, hey, I saw this article about Google, and I invested in it. He read on his own. He didn't have to have someone else tell him. He read on his own. He acquired the knowledge. He researched the company, and he was able to join the service, very wealthy, and serve out his purpose, his silver duty, and not have to worry about money. And so that's what Ford wants to do. We want to give you a free resource with wealth knowledge so that you can do the research on your own and you're able to build your wealth as well. So that's why we want you to, one, when you're trying to work on your wealth, avoid people that aren't good with money. You need to start hanging around those people that have the knowledge. And 2, you need to avoid these money managers because everybody is an expert. You know, it's so interesting to me that so many people are talking about cryptocurrency. And the first time I invested in cryptocurrency was 2012. It's 2017 and people are just hearing about it. And I see the benefits. You see those experts like Mark Cuban that tell you, hey, if you're going to invest in that, only do about 10% because there's other investments that have a lot lower risk, they're not as volatile, and that you can still get moderate returns. And you'll see in the playbook, we're going to give you an example of one of those things. As a person that is aspiring to be wealthy, a person that's aspiring to be better with their finances, you have to first, and my personal belief, be about self-talk. Self-research. You can't depend on that next quote-unquote expert to give you that knowledge that you can acquire yourself. We live in one of the most advanced times in the world. Now, I know that you're busy and you're out there trying to make sure that your family is taken care of, but if you can just spend an hour a day, if you just go to forwardinc.com and you watch the videos that we post, if you check your email, we send out an email every Monday, you can have a free resource of knowledge so that once you gain that knowledge for yourself, you can share it with your family members and you can share it with your friends, your coworkers, because 2018 is about to be a powerful year because you're going to go from having that poor mindset, if you have one, to getting that wealthy winner's mindset, because that's what Team Forward is about. Me and my CEO, we want to help coach y'all to become wealthy. We want to help coach you to break any of those bad financial habits that you have. And so that's why we want you to be a part of our team so that we can grow together. If you haven't subscribed for the email, we need you to go to forward, FRWDinc.com. Don't forget the steps that we have taught you so far. I know a lot of people are listening to these money managers and they're telling you to invest. We just strongly believe that you can't invest if you don't have an emergency fund. We strongly stand on that you need to have that foundation, that safety net. Why do we want you to have an emergency fund? We had a question in our Slack group. That's another great resource. If you join our Slack on Forwarding, Someone asks, what if I get hurt on my job? Well, that's the beautiful thing about having 4 to 6 months of living expenses saved in your savings account, so that the lifestyle that you're already living and accustomed to, you can continue to live while you're healing if you got hurt, if you got lost your job, while you're looking for the next employer to hire you, or while you're starting your business. You have a cushion, and that's all we want to give that knowledge of having that cushion, having that emergency. I hear a lot of people, they ask us about good debt, bad debt. For me, debt is debt. Now, of course, we know that student loans debt is the only debt that you cannot file bankruptcy on, but debt is debt. Now, what are you going to do to pay off that debt, pay down that debt? Do you have that emergency fund? Are you investing towards your retirement? You know, we live in one of the most advanced times where we're probably going to grow to be older than past generations. So us as millennials, are we going to have the Social Security benefits that the baby boomer generation had? Maybe not. So it's just a beautiful thing if you start investing, start saving for your retirement now, because there's this beautiful word that an email will come about compound interest, and it can help you. The younger that you start doing these things to help you truly be wealthy, the better off you'll be. And the great thing too about building wealth, it is never too late. All these people that we aspire to be like, they probably did not acquire that wealth until they were in their 30s. You know, in the 20s, we're learning, we're going through. There's only those anomaly of people that got it right in their 20s. And so that's another reason we created this resource, because we know a lot of us didn't have the knowledge in our 20s, or unfortunately we didn't have that person that was able to teach us when we were young. And so we wanted to create this resource too, because our goal in the future is we want there to be financial literacy K through 12. And so right now we're empowering adults with this free resource of knowledge to help you build your wealth. Remember that the conversation is different when you're sitting with winners. I want you to know that you are a winner. I'm a winner, and it starts today. Yes, you may not be where you want to be financially, but if you start building the steps towards building that emergency fund, starts paying off that debt, start investing towards your retirement, I tell you, a year from now, 2 years from now, in 5 years, we'll be laughing at the bank together and remembering where we begun, because that's all it takes, is one step. You're gonna win. I know you're gonna win. I hope that you have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Remember to always move forward when it comes to your finances. Salute.